Hello everybody, my name is Rick and we're going to keep plugging away here with our little project with Wordle. And it's been about like 24 hours or so since I've done some stuff, but I did a lot of things offline and found out a couple of things that I now have to explain and work through. So in our previous session, number 18 of this series, I left off saying that we're going to use this library, TheCoderMerlin. We're going to go and use this library to make our Curses application inside of our Swift app. So that's where we were. Here I am trying to use that inside of our application. I had left off using Curses mock. I had modified the package to bring in curses. Here I've already changed it, but when I had trouble getting this to work, and that's what happened in the last session, you can rewind to see the trouble there. I'll actually try to demonstrate the problems here on Wordle CLI. It's going to prompt me for another option, and I'm going to say SwiftCurses mock. Swift run. And you can see all these strange errors, and I dug into the project. We're going to look at that in a second, but is this one? Nope. Let's go to it in a separate window. Basically, I found out that we can't really use this inside of the Mac, or we could, but there's definitely some work that we need to do. There's a it says so kind of here that, hey, this is really for Ubuntu. It has nothing to do with Mac. It has nothing to do with Mac OS and Darwin. It has everything to do with the Swift language, which is available on other OSs, and what I guess would be considered a different version of Curses. So that's what I was digging into here. I spent a lot of time studying this part, which is this dependencies business. And I found that when you bring in a dependency using that package clause, you get the whole dependency inside of the build checkouts directory. Now, I don't see any in here. Let me go into the build directory. Oh, I'm already Yeah. So basically, there's a lot. The whole dependency is brought down. I of course had changed it back to this syntax. So if I use the original syntax of from the project, which was when I do this, one of the things you'll notice is here in the left-hand navigation of Xcode, you'll see that it's actually grabbing this whole project, checking it out, and making it a part of your project. And it does so by putting it into the build directory. I'm hoping I'm in the right directory. .build, or that I wrote it down right. Checkouts. Wow. I really forgot where this was. Hang on. Wow. Okay. I'm not worried that I can't find it. But I'm all over the place, and I thought these slides would kind of help me. It basically it gets a local copy of this project. Where is it? Yeah, a local copy of this project, and it grabs it and it puts it into this place here. It's processing files. So let's see, maybe that was the signal. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, so here's that project, and this looks like the raw directory though, not the actual build directory. I'm gonna build this now and see what we get. Swift run, and let's see what it will do. Yeah, you could see it doing it's grabbing the project. That's I guess all I wanted to show here. And the thing that I discovered is these errors are here because I really think this was implemented originally in a non-Mac environment. Now, it didn't stop another person from noticing the same thing. This person here commented that they see the same errors. There's that unsafe mutable pointer window, and you could see the same thing here in ours. And then I say that I have the same issue, and that there's another project here, a fork, that kind of does a little bit more to make it work on the Mac, but not much more. I tried to bring in this version, and I still had issues. So, given this, I started to look around at what was happening with this project. The key is that in our project we have a version of we have a mock version here that's written in C that implements this that implements our game. This is already in the project, and you can go and take a look at this. And this is a simple C program, and so on and so forth, I started to look at how do we use these functions, NCURSES functions, inside of Swift. And that led me to wandering around the forums, which I don't think I have it here. I'll come back here and go to it. That led me to a bunch of searching, and this session is really mostly me talking about these issues, but we are going to take a look at some code that I did get working in Swift. So that's the punchline that we're going to get to. But I wanted to go through some of this. Basically, it was this. This person was trying to run curses just directly using Darwin.ncurses, and then he found that there was a way to get past some errors, and you'll see that Swift itself uses NCURSES by just declaring this thing called a linkedLibrary, which we looked at briefly, I think in number 18 or even number 17 of this series. But then this whole thing, this whole notion of the target, it got me thinking about how can we just use NCURSES directly? And that led me to this. I'll put this into the messages here. But this post was really helpful with just trying to reason about how do we make a library that is available only in C, how do we make those functions available in Swift? Because that's really what we're doing. We're trying to find a way to connect the C library into our Swift program. And ultimately, that led me to this thing, module map. Module map led me to this person, Derek, and this really insightful blog post on how do we do interoperability between different languages / runtimes. And that's really this is the main thing of what I wanted to share was this post. The NCURSES that we're trying to do is exposing Objective-C code into Swift. That's what we're trying to do. And in this blog post, Derek explains how to do that. Now, after reading this post, I thought, oh, I'm going to now figure out how to properly make my own bridging library to NCURSES. But it led me to those two forum posts, and it led me really to try what this person suggested, which was doing a Darwin NCURSES. And the punchline is that this works. Now, this is in a separate project, but I'm going to bring it into ours. What I'll do is I'm going to first get rid of this. We're not going to use this. going to make a new Swift Curses mock, and we're going to put this code into it. And I'm going to also get rid of this dependency. We're gonna use a dependency of some kind, but we're not going to use this one. At least not yet. Now I don't know how this gets. Yeah, so I guess it goes away. And remember, we have this NCURSES mock, but I'm going to check my project to see where it's at. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so we do have this Swift Curses mock, but I'm going to name this number 1. And it's not going to have any dependencies. Also, oh right, yeah. And this dependencies, I'm just gonna leave this be. There's supposed to be a comment in this dependencies, but I've lost it. But let's just leave it blank so that it's clear it's not supposed to be there. And yeah, so we're gonna make a new. Oh, okay. So there's that block here. So I'm gonna actually, here's a git thing. I want to recover this block. I'm gonna do git commit a package Swift. I'm going to say git add p, which is it stands for modify the index interactively. At least I hope so. Let's. Yeah, patch. So if I do this, I'm going to say stage this hunk, and I'm going to say it already is a deletion of these 2 lines, but I can edit this to say remove these lines. Basically, I'm going to leave that change alone, and edit again. Yes. Make them. I think I just, let me make sure I know how to do this. Nope. Say no. I'm going to say yes again. I think then I got to delete them. Wow. Okay, I've forgotten how to do this. Stages, I'm going to say no. And I'm going to say also no. And yeah, so ignore what I'm doing with git. I'm going to get that straight later. What I'm going to do is create a new folder to bring in this other version. So this is going to be Swift Curses Mock 1. And this version is essentially the version that comes when you do a this one is the version that you get when you do this. Import Darwin.ncurses and label dependencies. So this one, I'm gonna say and then that was some and this change I'm also going to discard it. So that's what I tried to do on the command line. Couldn't do it, but Xcode helped me out there. I apologize that this is going back and forth and really kind of haywire, but what I'll do now is copy in this special version. I have Swift sources, SwiftCurses Mach 1. I'm just going to copy it from my other project. I think it was Mach 2, and I'm just gonna pop it right into here. There's this main program, and watch what happens when I build this. Let's build all of this. Let's see it do that. And yeah. Oh, main Swift. Okay. Don't worry about this one. This is in this main program, but I'm going to remove this change. I'm going to discard this change. I don't know why it still says I have a change. Let's look at that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, not going well tonight. So apologies. I'm just going through, spent a lot of time offline just trying to understand these things. This is when I tried to link SwiftCurses Mach, and that does not work, but it turns out that SwiftCurses Mach has a dependency, which is this thing. Let's see if this kind of lost track of the let me make this be a little more sensible. Okay, now this new program that we made here, main.swift, I'm going to put here when we run this, Swift run SwiftCurses Mach 1, look what happens. It's the Wordle application. I'm gonna put some 5-letter words here: block, braille, read. It does not work. These are random colors that are coming, but this version is written in Swift. using interoperability with the Curses library that comes on the Mac. And that was it. That's the show for this stream. Again, I apologize that I was all over the place because I just learned a lot on my own, and what I should have done was just stream those things. But I think for next time, what I want to do is walk through this code. Even though it's in Swift, it looks a lot like the mock one that we have in here. I'm gonna put this. I don't know. I can't remember how to do this. Oh yeah, I think it was this one. Nope. There's a way to do a split. Yeah, this one. So this is our original game. I'm going to close this. But this is our new game in Swift using NCURSES directly. So we didn't need to bring in a library. That's really the short punchline, and I guess I just go right to these last few minutes of this stream. We didn't need to use a library to access NCURSES. It was already available to us just by directly importing it right from the Mac. So tomorrow in the stream, I'm going to go through some of the key points here, but I'm also then going to spend time looking at this library, SwiftCursesTerm. This is a way to create text-based interfaces for command line, and you can then instead of using curses directly, you can use this version of curses, which is a Swift layer on top. But I'm gonna propose that this code is actually to me it's acceptable for what we're trying to do, which is to create a game that can run in the terminal and that has some kind of nice UI that looks like the game. So to me, this is mostly acceptable. So tomorrow we're going to go through this code, all of these keys here, but I'll first commit this into the repo and have it be available for people. So we're going to, let me just make sure I have all the changes correct. See this change here. I'm going to be fussy and undo that change. Used to. It's not going well, people. I'm gonna get rid of all of this. just want to make it look. I want the as few changes as possible. Yeah, not going well. Yeah. So I'm going to add this. Finally, I've added something into our repository, and I'm going to bring in the code that's in here. SwiftCurses Mock 1. Yeah. And this will be the one commit for tonight where this is now available for people to look at. What was the name of the... Brings in a mockup in C. So I'm going to say brings in a mockup. In Swift for design. I'm going to say inspired by So, let me push this up here. What I'm also going to do is just, well, I was going to update this, but I made a GIF file, and I was going to put that into the README. But I'm just going to stop here while I'm ahead or behind, as the case may be. And we'll just focus tomorrow on understanding how to write NCURSES code inside of Swift. Bearing in mind that it might be interesting to do this, but I'm kind of inclined at this point not to, because this that we have here to me is workable for our little game. Clearly we have to add in our classes, but this main loop will essentially take over for this, and also Wordle words. We'll have to yeah, I'm not quite sure how that's gonna work exactly, but we're gonna figure that out. And this is just a mock-up. I think what we'll do is we'll change Wordle CLI to be we'll change it to do both. But okay, thank you for bearing with me on this one. It was a lot to digest, and we'll catch everybody next time.